Hello, this is Bruce Colbert live from the BPT Partners Seminar in Silicon Valley. We're here at SAP's Executive Education Facility with Dr. Jeff Tanner. Dr. Tanner, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Bruce. How are you?
Jeff, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. I had a couple questions for you. Jeff, there's a room full of people there that are just clamoring for more information. We just had a little panel discussion. We had to cut it off because, we had to get to lunch and whatnot, and there was just questions continuing to come on. Every time I turn around, there's another conference, coming up. What's all the buzz about social CRM?
Well, I think that a lot of buzz because a lot of consumers are there, and companies are worried about how they should be there too. So, you want to be where the customers are. That's where people are, and consumers, business buyers are all using social in order to learn about products, learn about solutions, and companies need to be there, but they're not quite sure how to do it. It's a new channel, it's a new technology, and it brings into play a whole lot of new issues, and so I think that's why companies are clamoring to learn more about social CRM.
In that same context, Jeff, there was questions about business to consumer and business to business. Right. Any thoughts on what's more important, or what seems to be more active?
I don't think consumers get up in the morning and go to work and quit being consumers. I don't think they change the way that they do stuff. So business to business is maybe a little bit slower to adopt the tools and technologies, but they're going to have to because the people who are making decisions are still using the same media, the same social media, to stay connected and learn from their peers and so on and so forth. So, yeah, B2B may be a little bit slower to adopt it, but it's all going to end up being similar kinds of tools. A good example would be Groupon. You now see companies like BusyDeal launching similar kinds of things, building special platforms for trade shows in the B2B world, but frankly, it's taking the B2C stuff and migrating it to B2B.
Jeff, it seems to be, with the attendees here and in the industry in general, people are clamoring to do something, right? Because they don't want to be left out and they don't want to look like they don't have a strategy or an initiative. But that could lead to some, problems as well, right? So what are some of the mistakes or misconceptions that you're seeing out there?
Well, I think one of them is that you've got to respond quickly to somebody who tweets a complaint. That oh my God, if I don't handle this right away, then I'm going to lose 50,000 sales. And the reality is that most of us don't make decisions based on one person's input. We're going to solicit input from a lot of different people. That's not saying that you don't want to deal with that. You do want to take that information. You want to learn what caused it in the first place and try to get in front of it so you don't have 50,000 tweets out there with the same complaint. But at the same time, I think people who jump too quickly to respond with some kind of say dollars off on the next one or some kind of free coupon or something like that are creating expectations for service levels that are not going to be sustainable. And so you really want to think about, how do I get in front of the complaints? How do I use this channel to listen to my customer? But how you respond doesn't have to be, the knee-jerk, oh, I got an angry customer, got to do something.
And you're talking about a couple levels of response. Sounds like responding with kind of the solution, the right. offer or the salve or right. whatever it is. And then is there a timing expectation as well? So you use Twitter as an example. Do I have to respond instantaneously? Or what's your thoughts on that?
I don't think so. I don't think that you necessarily have to respond instantaneously. And sometimes your response may be, hey, let's take this to here, call me and I'll handle this concern, whatever it is. And then the response doesn't get broadcast all over, and then you can actually do some kind of salve or some kind of offer that isn't training the whole world on what to expect. The thing is, consumers are smart. They learn your systems faster than you do. They
right.
learn how to handle, and we train them to do business the way that works best for them. And so we've got to be really thoughtful about how we use these new channels when we're taking care of our customers so that they're actually engaging with us in a way that makes sense for both parties.
Well, Jeff, thank you very much for sharing a few minutes with us and your perspective. Thanks.
You bet. Happy to do it.